Okay, our work after the really very impressive presentation of Maya and the previous speakers, my presentation is really going into the idea that we are also using a complex way to solve the problem, and I just want to focus on the main problem for us this year. So we have a system which is two-step system focusing on multimedia approach, and where the relevancy we are obtaining via the relevance feedback algorithm using visual features developed by the University of Valencia. And the diversity we are using two algorithms using textual features is developed by the UNED. Then just the methodology about the relevancy. The method is there are 4 steps. Step 1 is the reduction of the data dimension, that I also saw some other work. The second step for us is the focus of this year, was the selection of the relevant and non-relevant image sets for each query. And we have 2 different ways: the human base, in which the user mark images, and we have one run. And then for automatic runs, the sets were automatically selected. The relevant images were through the selection of the first 5 images of the ranker Flickr list. And for the round 3, we are using the TF-IDF scores provided by the organization. And to select the non-relevant images, we are using a different, more complex than some of the rest. We are using some of the rest of the clusters. Then the third step is the parameter estimation of the local logistic regression models, and then the fourth one is the ranking of the database. The regression models are evaluated on all the images of the database. We are not supervised, so for us, never mind the dev set or test sets. So first we have dev set and then test set. And then we combine these probabilities in just one, and we obtain what we call the visual score probability for each image. So after we going into the how to obtain the clusters for the diversity, we have also a methodology of 4 steps. The step 1 is the selection of the textual representation of an image. We are not using TF-IDF, we are using the Kullback-Leibler divergence algorithm, because these algorithms are trying to look for the most different and original terms in the description of the. We are using title, description, and tags, okay, for the textual part. Then we go into the, so we have a set of terms selected. Then we have in the step 2, we have to group using an algorithm FCA. It's an algorithm based on the theory of formal concept analysis. And in this case, we have several groups or clusters of the images. The groups are so-called formal concepts. And one important thing is that these formal concepts, this year the queries were all with topics or concepts, multi-topics or concepts. For us, it was important to make this experiment. So this formal concept, the groups, are organized in a lattice, a mathematical lattice, so is hierarchically organized, and the nodes in the lattice has a relationship. They are somehow, the relationship of is our parents So there are several groups or clusters quite similar. So for that we go into the step 3 and we apply the hierarchical clustering algorithm in order to group the formal concept, to make a second step of grouping around concepts. And finally, we have the clusters that we think that the resultant clusters are considered the different topics or concepts addressed by the images and the queries. So finally, for each cluster, it is selected the best image according to the visual score, and then we make the diversity as it was explained by another participant. Regarding the experiments, we have we have two monomodal runs as everybody, and we have the multimodal runs. As you can see in our summary, for us this year was very important to work into the relevant and non-relevant images selection for each query. And then the ranking can be by doing by the FCA and hierarchical clustering, or using K-means for in the case of only visual features. Some more about that one is that again, as the last year, when the human are selecting the 5 relevant and non-relevant images for each query, is the winner. But one thing that is interesting this year is that the monomodal were defeated by the multimodal. So the multimodal wins this time for the first time after 3 years, and that was our belief. No? So this is important. Between the run 5 and run 3, the difference is that run 3 is doing with the TF-RTF selection features given by the organizers. But then the clustering is FSCA as using our own features. And run 5 is doing all the time with cool variable, with the other features. So, as a conclusion or summary, this is our third participation. In 14, we only succeeded in sending 2 runs, monomodal, textual. Then the people from Valencia come with us, so we have visual part of the algorithms. So the monomodal in last year, the monomodal runs overcome the automatic multimodal. But this year, the automatic multimodal overcome the automatic model. But the winner is again the way the one who is the user, the human user, marking which are the 5 relevant and non-relevant. So for us, the next year, if possible, and finally we can participate also, the challenge is to try to make the selection automatically also, not to using humans. Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you.